portraits, large portraits, kind of like the cow picture we talked about earlier. Huge portraits.
I hope she doesn't. I
just like the cows.
Of Mrs. Owner nude. Like
it had a
posing
rudders
nude.
Boobs.
Udders. Yes, they were they were quite out, yes.
Oh my goodness. So what did you do? Did you admire the artwork?
I quickly
we could auction this off.
You know, there would be somebody that would probably buy it.
Probably.
So we quickly, about face, walked out of the master bedroom. We sat down and was like, is there anything we need to do? I said, yes, we need to depersonalize your home.
It's like, will you be paying for the title policy? That is crazy. And I'll say, because we talked about this a little bit last time.
Let's have a chat, talk this and that with BB and Jaisy.
Well, howdy, y'all. It's Sarah Padgett, and we've got
Jaisy, the Jaisy to the PB and Jaisy sandwich.
And this
I'm
urban
Cowboy Bill Stedham, the Rhinestone Cowboy. No, I'm the Lucky Bee, sandwiched between two beautiful women and one ugly guy today.
Well, and that was really mean.
That was
rude. One thing I'll say before we introduce our guest, I'm not really sure what Bill's doing. He just kind of showed up like this. So we'll ask some more questions in a minute and maybe get down to the bottom of why he looks like a rhinestone cowboy. The glass is kind of like John Lennon-ish to me.
Yeah. You know, it's my error. What can I say?
It is an error, for sure.
Error.
I thought you said error.
I'm trying to make my daughter proud.
It's his error
when
in his era.
When Leanne watches this, she's going to be so proud.
Oh, I'm sure that's the first thought in her head.
Yeah.
Wow, look at my dad,
looking like a really cool dude, cowboy dude. Yeah. Okay, so today we're going to talk a lot about giving back, and I know all four of us, including our guest that we'll talk to in a second, love to give back. We love to be involved in the community, and our company, Century 21 Judge Fight, we all happen to work for them. We have taken a very special interest in Easter Seals, and so we're going to talk about that charity in a little bit. But Jacob, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. Maybe tell us your title, and then what your title is concerning Easter Seals and how you fit into all that.
Sure. So my name is Jacob Benson. I am regional sales manager for Century 21 Judge Fight. I manage our Waxahachie and Ennis offices, but I also am the chairman of our Easter Seals Boots and Barbecue event this year. So very excited to give back, and thanks for having me.
Awesome. You're welcome. So we'll start with the basics. Tell us what Easter Seals is, because I remember when I first heard it, I was like, and there was like a little Easter lily, and I remember them saying it was our charity, but I didn't really know what it was. So if you'll tell us what that is, please. Yeah.
Sure. So Easter Seals is a charity that has been around for over 100 years. They support kids, vets, adults with disabilities, and they provide prosthetics for wounded vets. They provide, they've got a great autism department that provides play therapy and physical therapy for children. And then really, truly, they serve our communities. They're nationwide, and each one of our offices, we've got 23 offices across the Metroplex, and everywhere we're at, Easter Seals has people there that they serve.
Awesome.
I love Easter Seals. One of my favorite things about Easter Seals is the fact that they're not a foundation that's just kind of throwing money at things. They help the children and vets and stuff like that really kind of learn life themselves, how to live on their own, give them the things that they need, that they can go day to day without just putting Band-Aids on things. It's pretty cool.
You know, and with that, they kind of like help people live independent lives worth living. I know that's one of the big tags of theirs, is to help people have independent lives. So that's fantastic.
Well, and I think too, what I like about it is that they're not pigeonholing like this is who is allowed to benefit from our charity. And there's a lot of charities that do really good things, but they can be so specific that they leave some people out. And Easter Seals really is kind of this umbrella of, if you need us, we can help.
Right.
And so I think that's really huge, especially in our community. I know there's some other big sectors of Easter Seals, but the North Texas sector is really what we focus on, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Bill, you've been a part of, actually first, hold on. Please tell us why you're dressed this
why
way.
are you? Why is this happening?
I can't talk to you any
what
longer.
What is happening right now? We cannot take this seriously.
I gotta tell you, I heard that we were going to talk about my favorite event in the world, and it really is. Every single year we have this great event, and it's called Boots and Barbecue.
Wait, you know it's boots and not boobs in barbecue, right?
Yeah.
You're still gonna go?
The first year, that's how they got Bill to come.
Yeah, but so I got it. We're losing it here. I got to ask a question though of my friend Jacob. So Ashley and I used to chair this for many years before you guys did, and something happened because I used to get excited because they called it beer boots and barbecue, and I can't find the beer anymore.
It's still there. But we've also added a casino since you've been there.
I know, and that is really
beer,
cool.
boots, bedding, and barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah, let me
Just
get
add
rid
more
of these
booze,
so
Bill.
they can see what's
Bill,
happening.
boots, barbecue, booze,
And boobs.
and boobs.
And boobs.
Wow. And this is a PG rated show.
The boobs are for kids.
Okay, well they do, yeah.
Yes. So let's try to get back on track. So I was asking why you're dressed that way. So the event is Western, correct?
It sure is. I think it's going to be held at Gilley's this year, is it
That's
not?
correct. We're at Gilley's on September 25th.
And I believe it's going to be a live event, and we're going to, how many people are you expecting this year?
Between 500 and 600.
That's
That'll be a
that's
good
just
one. That's gonna
Mansfield
be
agents.
fun.
So how many throughout the rest of the area are going to be there?
Yeah, so we've got 1,000 agents in our company, and we've set a goal to have over 50% participate in the event this year.
So
Nice.
my question would be, is this just a company event? I mean, can anybody come?
Anybody can come. It's open to the public. We welcome everyone.
Yeah, and we really do. This is, while sponsored by Judge Fight Company, this really is an open event to benefit Easter Seals. None of this goes to Judge Fight Company. 100% of it goes to Easter Seals.
Yes.
And I'm curious about some of the things that you guys have going on this year.
I heard casino. That
Yeah,
sounds fun.
tell us about the casino. What's up with that?
So one of the things we look to do this year, last year we did this event virtually. And so we're back in person again this year. Woo! So we're really excited. We're at Gilley's. We're going to have a casino, but this year we've also added a VIP lounge. So we have a
that
VIP
sounds like something you would
add-on
pay extra
ticket.
for.
Yeah.
Tell me more about the VIP lounge. What do we get there?
So in the VIP lounge, you're getting priority seating, table seating, priority line. But in the lounge, we're going to have drinks, and we're going to provide those that have VIP tickets with free alcohol. Not the whole night. You're going to get a couple of drink tickets, which we've never done before, which is cool.
Free alcohol?
Couple of drink tickets, yes.
So I don't have to sneak in
You don't
my
have
own
to
beer?
bring
You
in
don't
his
have to
own
sneak in
beer.
your own beer.
Be.
Oh.
Now, if you're going to drink more than a couple, you'll want to have some, but there will be plenty for purchase. There's cash bar, so you'll be all right.
That'll be cool.
So we've got this lounge, and what else happens there?
So we've also got a silent auction and a live auction. We'll play some games. I think one of the games that everybody loves is called Heads or Tails, and you'll see about 500 people stand up, and the auctioneer will call heads, and you put your hands on your head and he flips a coin. Those that have their hands on their head get to continue. Those that chose their rears or their tail, they would sit down.
I like
And we
heads
go
or
all the way to
rears.
the-
Can we
to the end.
play heads or rears? I like that better.
Brains and butts.
So they
There we
grab
go.
Add
their
more
heads
bees.
or they grab their butts?
Yep.
Heads or tails?
Yeah, it's heads or tails. So it's a fun game. It moves really quick. It's $20 to play the game, and then we'll have a prize for the winner. So
And
we're
then
really
everyone
excited.
looks at the winner with these really guilty eyes, and then the winner donates the money to Easter Seals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I-
usually what happens.
And if you don't, we'll call you out. But no pressure, no obligation. You can keep
What
it if
else
you want.
can you tell us about Boots and Barbecue? What can people expect?
Sure. So it's a great time for everyone to come together. We've got several great sponsors. We've added some new sponsorship levels this year. We have our Rhinestone Cowboy sponsors.
See? I'm not a Rhinestone Cowboy sponsor.
And so those guys have exclusive sponsorships. So we have a sponsor for our casino. We have a sponsor for our silent auction and a center stage sponsor this year.
Awesome.
So I'm just going to say, I think I've seen some writing, and I saw a couple companies already have bought into that. I think Cardinal Financial.
Yes.
is a
Michelle, we had
Rhinestone,
Michelle on a couple weeks ago.
They're
Michelle
our
Creech
casino
was here.
sponsor. So
Yeah.
when you go to the casino, you'll actually see Cardinal Financial and Jill Clifton, their logos on the casino chips, which is kind of
Oh,
cool.
that's
We're going to have
really
Jill
cool.
Clifton's face on the casino chips. Is that what you just said?
Don't know that it'll be her face, but that would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it?
We have some extra pictures of Michelle Creech we could use for that.
Yes.
We've already got them printed.
And autographed.
I understand that there was another Rhinestone sponsor, and
Yes.
I think it's Designated Title. Am I correct with that?
You are correct, Bill. And they are our silent auction sponsor. So when you go into the silent auction room, you're going to see Designated Title there, and they're going to be there, and they're getting some other publicity around the event. But they will be the only sponsor within the silent auction room.
Now, when y'all hear silent auction, don't think like some crusty old library with like a signed, autograph of some sports guy you don't know. Like this is legit. It is a huge, the last few years I've been in a huge room. Are we boring you, Tom? Tom just yawned. Sorry. It's a huge room full of mostly booze, but there's some
really cool stuff. My first year at Boots and Barbecue at the silent auction, my husband, who was a vegetarian for almost 10 years, bought a Kamado grill, and that grill gets used.
It converted him.
Yes. He had been converted for a while, but he had never been a grill master. And he is now, anytime we've got people coming over, that thing gets used a lot.
He was looking for Boots beer and Boca Burgers.
Yes.
So I remember this because Jaisy was so excited about this grill that they bought. In the first weekend, I think that they had it set up, my phone rings. Tom wants to do this, and he's going to do this with the meat. Tell us what to do. Remember that?
Yes. And you did. You took him under your wing.
Well, and the food was amazing. And Tom actually sent some of his grilled food up here, smoked food, some of the times when we're having contests and things. And it was outstanding.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
I really like it. I'm wondering if I could enlist Tom. See, Monday, I'm responsible to provide
Put you on the spot.
Food for 100 people here in the office on Monday. And I'm doing ribs. I'm doing dino ribs. I'm doing pork ribs. Tom, you want to? No.
Dino ribs?
Dino ribs. Yeah, those
like
are
a dinosaur?
beef ribs. They call them dino ribs because they've got the big bone, 3-bone ribs.
Oh.
Ooh, Becky,
it's
look at her
actually
big bone.
the king of barbecue. It is it's best taste in barbecue you'll ever have.
Man.
Tom actually got complimented. I'm just going to keep putting him on the spot. He went to the Cowboys versus Buffalo Bills. They root for his family roots for the Buffalo Bills. I don't know why.
Have they ever won a game?
That's a really good question.
It's because they're vegetarian and they love animals.
They're not. He was the only one that was vegetarian.
Oh.
But he has perfected his like candied ribs recipe. He's got it down to the T. So this guy who's like
down to the T-bone,
who's like the guy for the Buffalo Bills tailgates. If you guys have ever seen the Buffalo Bills, they are like the Bills Mafia. That's what they're called. He's the guy who like organizes everything. I think he's from like Australia or South Africa or something like that. And he tries them, and he was like, "This is the best ribs I've ever had. These are better than Pecan Lodge." And Tom has never stopped talking about that day.
Someone said your ribs are better than Pecan Lodge.
We have a pecan lodge and a pecan. It's actually buccan.
Buccan?
It's pecan. It's pecan.
No,
yes, that's how it's pronounced.
Boots, beers, pecan.
So I do want to know though, in silent auction, there's all kinds of really, really good stuff. Give us some other examples of what we might see there.
So we've had Traegers before. So going along with the theme of grilling, we've had beautiful artwork. I think one year there was a giant cow. Painting.
Bovine.
I've seen that picture in one of our offices for years now. And when he says giant, I don't mean 4x4. It's like 10 foot by 6 foot.
Yeah. Bright, colorful cow. I think her name was Bessie.
Yeah.
Well, and so how many, do y'all have like a goal of how many items you try to collect for that? Because there's it's huge. There's a ton.
So we're working towards having a little over 200 items.
And that's like, a lot of them are big baskets and stuff too. There'll be a few like weekend getaways and stuff. But so what about the live auction? Because there's some I won a couple, I paid a lot of money for some really cool things in the live auction. So tell us about some of the things we might see in the live auction.
Sure. So some of the things we've had in the past are a week in Cabo, Park Cities, Utah. We've had a trip to Hawaii.
The lake house.
The lake house. Yeah. Jim's Lake House. So we've had some of those. This year we've already got a week in Cabo. We've also got Jim's Lake House. I believe we're going to have the Park Cities trip again. Awesome. And so we're working towards filling that live auction item. But one of the cool things is something that's going to be a little different this year that we haven't had in the past is we're also going to have some high dollar raffles. Oh. So things that are maybe more than what you would put in a silent auction, but not quite a live auction item. We're going to have like 4 or 5 of those. I've been told we're going to have a Louis Vuitton, maybe some Tiffany jewelry that will be like a $50 raffle ticket. And so you would put your raffle ticket into those buckets, and then we'll draw those.
Nice.
Well, and so Bill and Ann, if y'all don't know, I know we've mentioned a couple times on the last few podcasts, but Bill and Ann can cook.
Yes.
And again, not to put you on the spot, but are y'all doing any dinners this year?
We are going to offer up a dinner for wherever they want to put it. It's, whether it makes it live or not, but I think in the history of Boots and Barbecue, we've now done about 40 to 45 dinners that have went on average of about $4,000 a pop.
Well, and I got the privilege to wait. I was a waitress at, or wait person, I don't even know what you're supposed to say anymore. I was a waitress at one of their events, and I got free food when they were done, but that's not why I did it. It is, but it was so good. It was so good. It was prime rib, horseradish. He had a little shrimp appetizer. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's when Bill and Ann do this, it's not like you're just going to dinner at their house and they're just making like meatloaf and,
I like
some
meatloaf,
pudding. They go all out. They'll make it special for you.
Boots, beer, and meatloaf.
They go all out with it's the presentation, it's the ambiance, it's the wine selection, and all. They go the full 9 yards. It's pretty cool.
It's really cool to see. It really is. And so y'all have auctioned those off several times.
Yeah, probably. Well, like I said, we've done 40 some odd that we've done for Boots and Barbecue, but that's just an example of one small piece of the entire live auction. That's the type of material that it has. And it helps raise a lot of money for Easter seals. And it's fantastic. Jacob, you set some kind of your committee. We were sitting around a table the other day, and every year we set a goal because we're goal focused, right?
Yeah.
And you've got to have a goal in order to move forward. If you don't have a goal, what are you doing? You're going backwards. So we have this goal, and
if you're going to dream big.
Yeah, Jacob.
What is the goal?
Look at his face.
Let us know.
It's got to be big.
So we set a goal to raise $600,000 this year.
That's over $500,000.
I'm sure I've misheard what you said. That's over
600,000.
600,000. Have we ever done that before?
No, sir. No, we've come close. I say close. We've done about half. So we usually raise between 250 and 300, but we're going to double it
glass
this year.
half full.
Yes, but think about this. You've got the perfect storm. You have people that have pent up energy. They've been in their house all year. They are craving interaction with people. They are ready to give back to their community. They have giving hearts. And a lot of people got to keep their job, at least around here, got to keep their jobs, their income. And if they're in any kind of position like we are, like the real estate market's great. And so you've got a lot of realtors there with money in their pocket.
Oh, yeah. And it's really simple. I believe it's simple because the way I look at it is everybody we know has at least 100 people on their phone. If we could get 1,000 people to get the 100 people on their phone to give $5, we've got $500,000.
Well, I have a question.
I like that.
This podcast reached at least 8 people.
Wait, there's 5 of us here, so
You.
And then there's my mom.
You to look at your phone.
My mom, the guy that clicked on us on accident.
Yeah.
Who can't figure out how to get out of it.
Every one of those people, all 8 of them, each know 100 people and refer this podcast. In the week that you're hearing this, I bet we can have a link right there.
Absolutely.
And it would mean a great deal for each of you to click on that link and donate. And I don't even know. I have a feeling that I'm going to get shot from Ann Weaver in just a second. So
that's daily.
He's going to promise something.
Well, no. I think if we could do this, if we get 1,000 people from this podcast to each give
our podcast,
this one right here.
Oh, okay.
To each give $10.
Okay.
For everybody that enters in with $10, if 1,000 of you'll do that, we'll donate a dinner to somebody in that out of that 1,000 people. What do you think?
Oh, nice.
Very cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
Really good.
So
That's awesome. Thank you.
And now, if we get that done, I've got to do the quick math on that. If we get that done, we'll figure out how to get that dinner to you if you're not from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So
we will fly out to you.
Yes.
And no matter where you are in the country,
make it in your kitchen.
I'm gonna have this notarized, and signed. And then I'll ask Ann if it's okay.
We'll get to dinner to you, that's for sure. And if we can bring it to you, that would be great.
$600,000. That's a lot. I'm
Well,
excited.
I mean, we do have a lot of things. You did say that there's going to be like 200 items that are going to be auctioned off, plus the high dollar things that are going to be in the live auction. So I don't know. And I feel like a lot of people last year, since it was virtual, I mean, if anything, y'all got to keep that money. So from last year's money and this year's money, you got to donate both portions this time.
I love it.
Yes.
Well, and I think it is a perfect storm, as Sarah said earlier, and as Jacob indicated, and Jaisy just made a good point. We're giving back to people that are a whole lot less fortunate. So if you're listening to this podcast, you've got the ability to give back and to get involved. And if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, come on. We actually, I know for a fact, have people flying in from New Jersey.
Yes.
I know for a fact, flying in from New Jersey to attend this. I know for a fact we have people flying in from Washington, D.C. to attend this. I know for a fact we have people coming in from Sacramento, California to attend this event.
Awesome.
And they are not associated with Century 21 Judge Fight Company. And they've already guaranteed that they're coming.
So let's talk about a couple ways that we can help, our audience can help. I heard you mention, live auction items, silent auction items. When did those need to be in by?
So the live auction and the silent auction items, we actually have a drop-off date of August 28th, and we're going to do a kickoff party. So this is something new and fun as well. So in the city of Carrollton, there's a brewery called Three Nations Brewery, and they're allowing us to use their facility. Yes, beer. We got the beer back in it for you, Bill, for our drop-off. And so Easter Seals has a location in Carrollton, so we're going to drop off at the brewery, family fun event, and grab a couple beers.
A game trailer that might work really well at that event.
I think so too. Okay. And then we'll take all the auction items over to the Carrollton location.
Okay, and so auction items, silent and audible. And then what you said we can attend the event. What's the actual date of the event?
The actual date is September 25th. Tickets are $100. Okay. If you would like that VIP ticket, it's a $50 add-on. So it'd be $150 for your VIP
That's
ticket.
Not bad. That's not bad.
What if someone can't attend, but they want to donate a ticket? Are they able to do that?
They can. So you could buy tickets, donate them. You could buy tables, donate those as well.
What if I just want to donate money?
You can donate money as well. We have a link that you'll be able to go and donate money there also. The cool thing about our silent auction though is you don't have to attend the event to purchase.
Awesome.
So you can actually register for the event. And
you can
you'll
do
get
it in
them,
the underwear.
You'll get them on your phone. We would love to have you at the event, but again, if they aren't able to attend, they can still participate through that via their phone.
Guys, we'll have all of those links down below if you're looking to connect with someone, if you want to donate an event that can be auctioned off, if you want to donate money, if you want to see some other way that you can be involved. We'll have all of those links provided so that you can take some action steps for that.
Awesome. And now we have a little segment we like to call
Tales from the Lockbox.
And Jacob, actually, I got to hear this one. Jacob has a really, really good tale. So I'll let you go, Jacob.
Okay, so when I was going on listing appointments back in the day, there was actually this time I went and I pulled up to this house, and nice house, and I knocked on the door like I always do and introduced myself. And then I asked him to take me on a tour of the home. That was one day that I probably should not. I probably should not have asked for the tour. Beautiful house, right? Walked through the home. Everything was great until we get to the master bedroom.
What was going on in the master bedroom?
No.
So I'm looking around the house. I go into the master bedroom, and there are very well done portraits, large portraits, kind of like the cow picture we talked about earlier. Huge portraits.
I hope she doesn't.
Much like the cows.
Of Mrs. Owner nude. Like
it had her
posing
udders
nude.
there?
Boobs.
Udders.
Yes, they were. They were quite out. Yes.
Oh my goodness! So what did you do? Did you admire the artwork? And
I quickly.
We could auction this off and put some back here.
There would be somebody that would probably buy it.
Probably.
So we quickly about-faced walked out of the master bedroom. We sat down and was like, "Is there anything we need to do?" I said, "Yes, we need to depersonalize your home."
He's like, "Will you be paying for the title policy?" That is crazy. And I'll say, because we talked about this a little bit last night, he was making sure that was okay to say. I was like, "That's perfect. We love We love all of those things. But I was in my house one time and there's equipment around us so you can't see, but huge lighting and like all like, you know, the things that people hold up to make like the picture right all around the master bed. While we were showing a house.
What were
I
they
don't. No
doing,
one was
filming?
I don't know.
Their dogs?
I don't know. But people did not buy the house. I have no idea. So
That's so funny.
we hear some crazy stuff. We want y'all to share anything.
I have
y'all
a funny
to.
story that actually involves Boots and Barbecue.
Oh gosh.
So it was my very first time at Boots and Barbecue a couple of years ago. And so my husband and I are there, we're having a good time. We're like going through the line to get food and there's this older lady in front of us and she had already had quite a few beers, or I don't know.
You're
what
gonna be way more
I don't
specific
know.
because that's everybody there.
I don't know what this lady was having. I don't know who she is. I don't think she's a part of the company. I think she was like someone's mom or I don't know, but maybe she was. And so she turns around and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful!" Like, you know, just super like very sauced up. "Oh, you're so gorgeous." She's like telling my husband, "She's so beautiful." And so after she gets her food, she's kind of stumbling through, and then she goes to say bye to me, and she's like, "I'm gonna give you a kiss." And I'm like, "Okay." She goes to give me a kiss on the cheek, but then she tries to give me a kiss on the lips, and I'm like, whoa, okay, oh my gosh. And we're just like trying to avoid her the rest of the night. But wherever you are,
That's
ma'am.
pre-COVID.
Yes.
That was pre-COVID.
Yeah, she doesn't come anymore. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, everyone just uninvited themselves.
Yeah. I'm
We
sorry.
may need to add bouncers
Yes.
to the list.
But Bill just bought
Barbecue
2
bouncers.
tickets. Bill bought 2 tickets and he wants to know where exactly he can find this lady.
Oh.
Okay, well, Jaisy, I think you've got the next part.
Yes. So we do. We love to end off with level up, which is kind of just an action step for you guys, just to kind of better your week, better who you are. So a quote that I had heard was, "I admire people who choose to shine after all of the storms that they've been through." So just like kind of with Easter Seals, giving back to the community, trying to get people into shining. If there is someone that you admire, I just kind of want to action step you to reach out to that person and ask them, what kind of mistakes have you made? What has gotten you here? Just so that you can kind of learn from that and see that you might admire someone, but you don't always see the storms that they've been through too, that has made them who they are. So do that, and I think it'll kind of make people human to you as well.
I actually love that tip because I think too many people see the tip of the iceberg.
Just a
But
tip.
what they don't
It's a
do
tip
is
so many
see
times.
everything that's below the ocean, all the work that's done below that on
Right,
the iceberg.
Right.
So I love that tip, and I think that,
Said it again.
that's fantastic.
Yes.
I'm pretty good with tips.
Oh, God. Okay.
With that,
I think we leveled down.
yes.
I think we leveled up and
Yes.
then leveled back down.
But thank you guys so much for joining us. Like we said, the links will be down below. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Boots, barbecue, beer, bouncers, boobs.
Are we going to put the link to the event as well, or is that something that's easy to? Is it like
It'll all be together.
Perfect?
We'll send you the
perfect.
website.
One-stop shop.
Okay, awesome.
Fantastic.
So please join us. It would be really fun, and especially connecting with 3 or 4 of our 3 or 4 fans would be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you love us, we will all be there. So if you want to come hang out with us on September 25th, that's of this year, 2021,
At
just here in a
Gilley's.
couple of months.
It's
at
going to be
Gilley's.
cool.
Gilley's in Dallas.
gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
Awesome.
Thanks
All right.
for joining us, guys.
Thanks.
See you later.
We out.
Just had a chat, talk this and that with BB